Today, I'm showing you how to transform this old dresser into a bathroom vanity. The dresser originally came with a backsplash, which we need to remove first. Then, we take off the dresser top. Ours was nailed down, so we simply used a pry bar to remove it. It's best if the sink you buy comes with a cutout template. Then, you just need to cut out the template according to the instructions on the drawing. If your sink doesn't include a template, you'll need to flip your own sink upside down, trace its outline, measure the dimensions, and make one yourself. Next, we need to make a template for the router. We traced the sink's outline onto a piece of plywood scrap. First, we drilled a starter hole with a drill bit, then used a jigsaw to cut out the circular shape. After that, we sanded down any rough edges so the router's bearing can slide along the edge smoothly. Next, we place the sink on the dresser top, adjust its position to finalize the installation spot, and ensure it will be accurately mounted. Next, we precisely measure where the template needs to be positioned on the top and secure it firmly with clamps. Then, draw a line on the inside of the template, approximately 1/8 to 1/4 inch from the template's edge. On the top, first drill a hole with a drill bit. Then, use a jigsaw to cut out the circular shape along the marked line. We reclamp the template securely and use a top-bearing flush trim router bit to trim the edge of the cutout perfectly flush with the template. After the cutout is complete, we place the top back on to see which parts of the dresser's internal frame need to be cut away for the sink to fit properly. Then, we use a jigsaw to cut those sections out. After cleaning the top, we applied 3 coats of Total Boat Halcyon marine varnish for waterproofing. The backsplash we removed earlier received the same treatment. Place the sink against the underside of the dresser top, ensuring it's in the correct position. Trace its outline and make alignment marks. Apply painter's tape to the inner edge of the dresser top and the inner top edge of the sink. Run a bead of silicone caulk along the sink's top rim. Align the sink with the marks and place it into position. Once set, use the sink mounting hardware to secure it to the top. If needed, apply additional silicone to the inner edge. Smooth the bead, then remove the painter's tape. Next, we'll modify the drawer to make room for the sink and plumbing. We make the side panel and front panel that will surround the plumbing cutout. The front panel is sanded to match the curve of the sink. After assembling the pieces with screws, we fasten the complete assembly onto the drawer. Measure the position of the new unit inside the drawer and mark it on the drawer bottom. Drill pilot holes from the bottom, then secure the new internal unit with screws. Next, we use a jigsaw to cut away the old drawer's back panel and bottom. We repeated the same modification steps for the other 2 drawers. However, as each drawer needed to be adjusted for the plumbing layout, the specific approach varied slightly. Finally, we can install the dresser in the bathroom. Secure it to the wall with screws. Apply a bead of clear silicone along the back edge of the top to waterproof the seam between the top and the backsplash. Then, reinstall the backsplash. Place the sink into position and secure the top with screws. All that's left is to put the drawers back and add the new hardware. Then the vanity transformation is officially finished. Let's take a look at the final result. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to hit like, share it with others, and subscribe for more. Catch you in the next one.